What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another new earning video, and today is another Just Play video. And for all of you wanting to know what this video is going to be about, it is going to be about the backstory of Just Play, legal information of Just Play, and all that type of stuff for people who wants to know more about Just Play as the company and not the app. So this video is just based around the whole company Just Play and not the app itself. So let's jump into it and see what I found out. So if you guys have not learned by now, I like to deep dive into information and find things out about certain things. That's just my thing. That's what I like to do, and I do it for a lot of my videos. And when I mean deep dive, I'm not meaning in a submarine. I'm meaning deep dive into information, researching information, finding everything out about a certain source that I can, and relaying that information within a video to all of you guys. So with that being said, let me show you this information. So within my search, I have found this really nice website. It's called northdata.com. And what northdata.com does is they provide public information about European companies. And so when you go to northdata.com and you enter Just Play GmbH, Just Play pops up. And with North Data, they pretty much tie Just Play to everything that it's tied to. So when I show you guys the pictures, you guys will be able to see what company Just Play is tied to, what people Just Play is tied to. You'll be able to see what other companies Just Play has out there that is bringing in revenue. You're also going to see game developers, or what do I want to say? Not game developers, but pretty much a game development studio. I believe it's two of them. And so I found out Just Play is tied to a bunch of different things, and it's kind of crazy. I don't know if anybody knew it or not, but so I'm on northdata.com and I searched Just Play GmbH. And for everybody that does not know what GmbH means, I finally found out what that means. GmbH is pretty much the German version of LLC. It's pretty much a limited liability company, and pretty much they put in money to be able to, get this license for this company. And they also had to put up some money to get the company itself running. And on North Data, it provides all of this information and tells you all about it. I also found out that Just Play GmbH is tied to Soft Baked Games. And Soft Baked Games, they make games, provide games for some of these earning apps. And some of you probably have some of their games downloaded. I have like 4 or 5 of their games downloaded. And so Soft Baked Games is owned by Just Play. Now there is another one called Gimmica Games, and it is owned by Just Play as well. In Gimmica Games, they make similar type games to Soft Baked Games, and Gimmica Games is owned by Just Play. And so for a little example to tell you guys what I mean by Gimmica Games is owned by Just Play, So Treasure Master is owned by, well, Treasure Master was created by Gimmick Games, but Gimmick Games used to be a different name. It I'm not entirely sure if it was a completely different company, but um, Gimmick Games was not the full developer for Treasure Master. Let's say probably what, last year. I think they just switched over to Gimmick Games within this year, and so I found out what Gimmick Games is, what Just Play is, and what Soft Baked Games is. So at this point on North Data, I'm searching through a bunch of stuff, and I found some of the people that are tied to Just Play and Gimmick Games and Soft Baked Games. So two of the names that pop up the most frequent is Carl Livy and Gil Mintzberg. And these two gentlemen are from Berlin, Germany. And so Berlin, Germany is the birthplace of Just Play. Just Play is not the only app to Berlin, Germany. So Just Play is created by these two gentlemen, which is also which they also own Gimmick Games. They also own Soft Baked Games, and they also own some like financial portfolio companies that pretty much handle finances or something like that for big corporation companies. And I want to say that they're investors or something like that, but I also found that out. And so, but the one thing that I kind of really wanted to see was if Just Play, um, if Just Play actually had their own building. So you see like Apple or Microsoft or Samsung, they have their own like headquarters, or they have their own like offices, and so they're like well branded, right? So when you see those offices or like stores or factories that make the products, such as like Samsung, Microsoft, things like that, their companies are well branded on the outside of their building, and it's known that they are who they are. Well, for Just Play, I was kind of looking on maps in Berlin, Germany, at the address that is given, and I don't know, either Google Maps is out to date, or I'm just not seeing where Just Play is actually located in Berlin, Germany. I know like I know like some people can hide their location on Google Maps, and it'll just be blurred and you won't be able to see it. Well, I honestly don't know if the address that they are giving is the actual address to Just Play headquarters, because the building that it shows is just a tiny shop that sells wedding dresses, and it's just this big open room. And so on Google Maps, when you like look around, you can look around like 3D. So I'm like basically on Google Maps, standing in one place looking around, and I'm looking around, I'm just seeing wedding dresses, and just like you look forward, and then there's like a bunch of mirrors in front of you, and then you look to your left and you can see outside. And so I'm like, is Just Play Games like up above? Like you have to walk into the wedding store to go up to the Just Play office? Like, do they live above a wedding dress store, or is it the wrong building? Or is it even the right address of JustPlay? Or is JustPlay operating out of somebody's basement or something, Like, I'm just trying to find some more legitimacy of JustPlay and finding out, like, more about it, because a lot of people are just like, yeah, JustPlay, let's play Treasure Master and get $1.50. But me, like, I spent my fair share playing the app. I've gotten my fair share of money from the app. I've made my fair share of videos in the past about JustPlay, and I'm just super curious about where they are and, like, what their location looks like around them, and, like, if they're actually out here telling the truth about their company, and if they're actually paying people like how they're supposed to be, like, not not just me and you, like, not paying just me and you, but I also am wondering about their employees. I'm wondering and caring about their employees on how much they make or what their conditions are like. And so I just kind of wanted to find out more truth to behind of JustPlay, and just to see what they're connected to. All right, so moving on from that to SoftBaked Games, what I was talking about, revenue and company equity. SoftBaked Games, which is owned by JustPlay now, it's owned by them. So SoftBaked Games is owned by JustPlay. I don't know when they bought it or if they've had it since the beginning, but I know SoftBaked Games has been out there since 2017, which is 3 years before JustPlay even came out. And so SoftBaked Games, from 2017 to 2023 in present time, they've made well over $10 million. So SoftBaked Games has made well over $10 million from their app, from their games within that app. And so that's a lot of money to be just not having your own, like, good branding, good building, good office space for this type of stuff. And northdata.com shows a different address for each different one. And so SoftBaked Games is like pretty much the same first name, and then it's like 36 something. It's like a different door on the same street or something like that. I don't know. But all that type of stuff, when you try to dig into it like that and go over into Germany through Google Maps and try to look around and see things, it kind of makes you skeptical a little bit when you do a deeper dive on these companies. Another company that's owned by JustPlay that I would like to talk about is called Prop App GmbH, or Prop App Capital GmbH. And pretty much what they are is an investment firm, something like that, something along those lines. And they take their money and use it for investments in other companies. But this company is owned by JustPlay, the same people that own JustPlay, the same people that own SoftBaked Apps GmbH, the same people that own Gimica GmbH. And so basically, I guess what this company does is they provide financial security for their companies. So their companies are like Gimica Games, JustPlay Games, and SoftBaked Apps. And so with Prop App Capital, it's pretty much a financial security company for their other companies, just in case something happens to their other companies, they have a backup supply of investments that they can lean back on. And I'm guessing that's what this company is, but I'm not completely entirely sure. And just as you guys thought that they didn't own any more companies, I found another, and this company is called AppLovin. AppLovin. AppLovin GmbH. It's called AppLovin GmbH. So pretty much with AppLovin, what they do, it's a development company. It's not for games. Well, sorta, but I'll elaborate more on what I mean by that. So AppLovin, they're a development company for an app. However, they make a they make an app which makes it easier for you to place ads on, say if you're a developer and you want to put ads on your app or things like that to help you earn money, to earn revenue from your app. That's what AppLovin does. So you can go to AppLovin if you have an app, and you can install it. And basically what it does is it helps you set up the ads inside your app, helps you be able to collect the revenue from all types of different types of things within your own app. But it got me thinking that AppLovin is what they designed to use on all of their apps, on JustPlay, on SoftBake Apps, GmbH Games, and on Gimica GmbH Games. I'm pretty sure they use AppLovin, which was created by them to help put ads and stuff on different types of apps so that they can earn revenue from it. So like ads or videos or things like that. That's what AppLovin does, and I thought it was kind of surprising and neat because what AppLovin does is basically, that is basically the main system of how they make their money. So they are the sole creators and owners of this type of system that we are seeing within, their apps, which means that the other apps out there that are like play to earn or whatever, they are using a different system. And I'm not sure what I want to say or where I want to go with this, but that could be the reason why JustPlay, SoftBake Apps, Gimica Games, and all of their other platforms are making a crap ton of money. And when I mean a crap ton of money, all of their all of their companies that they have that I've told you about in this video, they have made millions of dollars. Other than their like financial, I mean, I can only see like half of the stuff that they have for their companies, like total assets and stuff. But for the prop app capital, the total assets that it would let me see is 150,000. And with that one, I said it was their revenue was over 10 million. Like just that 1 year within that app is over $10 million that they made. So they're making millions and millions of dollars. And I'm just trying to figure out why they don't have a professional office. Why don't they have a professional place that they call, just play games. Like, why is it so why is it so sketchy, and they're giving random addresses for these companies of theirs? And like, all right, so I kind of just wanted to show you guys this point of view. So this is one of the addresses that it lists. And so as you can see right there, it says Just Play is right there in that store. But as you can see, it is a Asian sale expedition type store. It's an Asian store. They sell like Asian things, like knickknacks and things like that. And so like, I don't see, like what I was talking about earlier, I don't see like branding. You can see all these other stores, they got branding. Like, look, Photoshop something. See, it looks like there's a business up here. It's like Photoshop something. So I don't know if they're like operating out of like a small office space or like a small apartment. But some of the research I found, see, there's a record store. I don't see Just Play. Lots of graffiti in this neighborhood. But I don't see Just Play. I don't see their branding. Most of these up here, they look like apartments. But I just wanted to show you guys that and give you the aspect of what I'm actually trying to do here. And I don't know, maybe these photos are older, but if you think about it, Just Play has been operating since 2020, and I'm pretty sure they update these photos. And the company has, according to North Data, the company has quite a bit of equity in their company. So they got quite a bit of money behind them, which is why I'm saying they should not be in an office building like this or an apartment building or something. They should be in their own type of building, more professional, I should say. I would think that the government would have some type of feelings about not giving the right address for the business. Um, so I'm either thinking that they're giving a false address for each one of these businesses, because I went and looked and none of them look like that type of business. So um, either they're lying to the German government, or they're operating out of apartments. It has to be. That's the only thing that I can think of. And if they're making millions of dollars, why are they still in a small apartment? It doesn't make sense to me. So, but yeah, I mean, I know this is a lot of information to take in, but it just doesn't make sense of why they wouldn't have like a big, like, not a big office, but a decent sized professional office with their own branding on the side of the building. Like one building for Just Play, one building for Gimmick Games, one building for, soft bake apps. I could see that. But they don't have that. I don't understand it. If they're making millions of dollars, you got money to put into something like that. and they didn't put the money into that. So basically I don't know what they put the money into, because they're making tons of revenue, every single year. So I don't know what they're putting the revenue into, whether it's just their pocket and they're just still, because Just Play Games is not it's not a big company. There's probably 25 at the max amount of people that work for that company. And then, you got Gimmick Games and you got soft baked apps. And I imagine there's like anywhere from 12 to 25 people per each of those companies. So this is they have quite the large amount of employees to employ and to pay out to people. And some of the people are on salaries, the higher up people, and the other employees that are just like developers and like, customer support type people and things like that. All those people need paid, and these businesses, they don't have a professional office, which still gets me to, but I'm not too sure. I did a lot of deep digging with this company, with this app, with all the people that's tied to it. And I just wanted to put this out there for everybody so that this information is out there. It's kind of similar to what I did with SurveyJ in the past and Social Rebel in the past. I kind of searched them and kind of deep dove and found out more about their company, and that's how I found out that those two apps or those two websites were complete scams, and they were operating off of fake addresses. Like, I don't know if you've seen those old videos of mine, but they were using an address somewhere in Kansas at a campground or something like that, and they were using that as a company address. And I was like, how is this company operating out of a campground that it's like an RV park? I don't you know what I mean? So it just makes you wonder about these websites out here, these apps out here that we all use probably on a daily basis, and it kind of concerns me. They're making millions and millions of dollars, and we're over here making 45 cents every 3 hours. So do what you will with this information. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at people that you should be mad at. I'm just the messenger providing the information to all you good people. So with that being said, I will see everybody in the next new video, which will be, I don't know, it might not be this week, it might be next week, but if you're watching this, just know that there is another earning video coming soon. It's of a new app that I started testing last night, so give me a few days to test it out and to be able to at least try to cash out, and I will send that video out. And so if you're watching this right now, you know that there is another earning video coming very, very soon. And there's also another deep dive research video that I'm working on. It has to do with something that's been in the media and in the news a lot. So I spent a lot of time on that last night. I spent a lot of time on this last night, and so I've been working really hard on these like information videos, and we'll just see where it goes. I just want to give this information to everybody. So thank you guys for tuning in today to this video. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Thank you guys for liking all of my videos. Thank you guys for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and I will see all of you in the next new earning video. Peace.